So it's probably going to be Leeds. I always say Leeds as the closest one. Actually, technically, Bradford is actually closer to me than Leeds is, but I always say Leeds. Everybody in England knows where Leeds is. Yeah, people always going about that about Australia as well. So I'd like to go to Australia, but there's too many, like, you know, nasty animals and, well, you know, nasty wildlife, like snakes and spiders and, you know, other fucking shit like that. And it's like, it's worth it. You know, the odd snake and the odd spider, just stay the fuck away from them. If you stay the fuck away from a spider and snake, it's probably not going to bother you. On the Isle of Wight, OTG has been there, just not for the greatest of reasons. Yes, I have indeed been to the Isle of Wight, and indeed it was not for the greatest of reasons. However, I did have a good time. I did have a good time in the Isle of Wight. It was alright. In the Isle of Wight? It's not a car. On the Isle of Wight. What makes English rain crap? It's English. Simple as. Simple as. English rain is crap because it's in England. I don't know a better way to put it than that. I honestly don't. I honestly don't. You see, this is the state of the average Englishman nowadays. No patriotism at all. Not even towards the fucking rain. That's how unpatriotic we are nowadays. You, Necro, and Kiko all live close to each other, and you all do Let's Plays to some description. Is it a northern thing? I don't know. It is kind of weird. Necro is not that far from me. I have to meet up with him at some point. He's not that far from me at all. And I heard Kiko... Was it Kiko that lives nearby but doesn't anymore? I'm not sure. I think there's somebody... Oh, it might be somebody else I'm thinking of. I'm not sure. But there was another playthrough up here that lives nearby. Or that used to live up here but don't anymore. So that was another guy. I mean, there's J-Play as well. He lives up here. He does playthroughs. There's quite a few of us. OTG, are you any good at Laser Quest? I used to enjoy Laser Quest. I used to be alright at it as well. But I only played it like a couple of times, and that were a long time ago. But yeah, it'd be alright. It was alright. Bit of strategy and a bit of aim and shit like that. Not bad. You will get killed by a snake or a spider if you don't bother them. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was saying. Especially the snakes. Crocs will just glare at you. Exactly, I mean, like... The animal's got more to worry about you than what you have about it. So if you stay the fuck away... You know, it should be alright. Low patriotism in France as well at the moment. Well, you see, at least the French... politicians have some balls. You know? Not a massive amount, but at least they've got some balls. Unlike fucking ours. At least they'll go like, you know, you can't do this and you can't do that, and it's for the good of whatever and shit like that. You know, they don't dare do shit like that over here. The way that British politicians work is they'll do everything they can as long as the public doesn't know about it. Absolutely fucking everything. Everything. You know, like, if it's, like, siphoning off money and fucking over regulation and laws and stuff like that behind the scenes, that's absolutely fine. But for the love of God, just make sure the papers and the news doesn't catch wind. As long as the newspapers and fucking press and shit like that and the public don't catch wind of what they're doing, they'll do it. But as soon as it comes to doing something that the public will know of, they don't want to know. Whether it's for better or for worse, they've got no balls when it comes to shit like that. They won't do something. And they just go, well, it's for your benefit, you know, we think this is better and stuff like that. It might not be very PC, but it's for your benefit. Like, our politicians are spineless when it comes to shit like that. They'll fuck us over. Twice. Without the courtesy of a reach around. And then, when it comes to actually doing something proper and good, even though it might not be politically correct, oh, fuck no. No, because that'll destroy that politician's career if they do that. It's like, awesome. Yes, who said politics? Who brought this up? Also, if you're British, do not come to Australia anytime during the Ashes. You may not survive long. You're gonna hate me, dude, but you're gonna have to forgive me. I am not sports savvy in the slightest. I don't follow any sports. None. Zero. Is the Ashes cricket or rugby? I think it's rugby, innit? but I'm not sure. Is it rugby or is it cricket? I'm gonna say rugby, but it might be cricket. I'm not sure. So let me know. Don't hate me for that. I don't follow sports, so don't hate me. But apparently not a good place to be in Australia if you're British at the time. Like I said, I don't follow sports anyway. So dude, I'll root for you guys. It's cricket. It's cricket. Ah, it's not rugby. It is not rugby. It's cricket. Well, I said two. You know, cricket and rugby. It's one of the two. Now, granted, I actually put more weight onto the rugby side. But, you know, still. I did say cricket as well. I knew it was one of the two. So not too bad. Good grief, I'm sickened. It's just said cricket, you little twat. Yeah, I do not follow sport, unfortunately. Well, I think if it had been born in America, I'd have followed basketball. Maybe American football as well. Oh, wait, no. I'd have probably followed basketball and ice hockey if I were born in America, but I'm not. I'm not born in America? No, what is a cat? What? Huh? What are you doing? I've got a cat that's jumped on back of my chair. What do you want? What's wrong with you? Is that pathetic with a meow like that? Where's your nice meow? You can't just beep at me. You can't just do these under-the-breath beeps. They can't hear you do that. You're not gonna meow? No, you don't love my Sennheiser headset mic. You don't... Hey, darling. Who's a good girl? Cat distracted me. What was I talking about? The cat distracted me. Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. If I'd been born in America, I'd probably watch basketball and ice hockey. But, you know, instead I was born over here. And over here, you either followed football, which I had no interest in. No interest in football whatsoever. Or rugby. Now, rugby's alright. I don't mind rugby, actually. But rugby always struck me like... It was great if you played it. You know, like, it always seemed like... I'd rather play than watch, as such. But I never had the right build to play rugby. Fucking hell, I'd have been destroyed. I tell you something, if I'd have played rugby with this current fucking build I've got, you would not be speaking to me now. No way. No way, man. I'd have been destroyed many years ago. Fucking hell, I can only imagine a proper fucking rugby guy giving me a massive fucking tackle. Fuck that. Fuck that, man. I just explode. If a rugby fucking player tackled me, I would just explode on the spot, like, serious explosion. Nasty. Nasty. So really, I didn't have great choice of sports. Like I say, rugby's alright. I don't mind rugby and stuff like that, but not much interest in football or cricket or anything else like that, so... It was literally rugby, and rugby wasn't shown on TV that much. We didn't have much opportunity to play rugby at school. Or at least the schools I were at either. Not really. You had to go to like a special fucking rugby club for it, really. So, I didn't have much opportunity to play sports other than football. I had to really go out my way to play basketball. So, I just play basketball instead. Not for like a team or not like that though. Not for like a team, just with lads and stuff like that at break times and after school and shit. Sometimes go over to courts at weekend and shit, but that were about it really. So like I say, not massive into sports, never have been, but to be fair, I always had games and shit, so I was always into games, so it's no surprise that I didn't really get into sports when I got that much into games as a kid. I was hooked on games since 4.5. And like I say, sports never really interested. I was alright at sports. Played an alright game of football. I played rugby rugby once. That was all through my school years. I only played rugby once. In like PE or something like that. Only played rugby once. I played basketball via PE more times than I played rugby. So I never even got a chance to really even try fucking rugby that much. It was alright though, but like I say, over here, you don't get a great choice of sports really. football, rugby, and cricket, and even then, you don't get massive access to like cricket. Not, it might be different nowadays, but when I was at school, did not get massive access to rugby and cricket. So it was literally, if you wanted to play sport, you played football. That was it, just football, nothing else, which was a bit meh. If you're not into football, it was meh. So I just carried on doing what I was doing, playing video games all the fucking time. Play Sensible Soccer. There we go. That was a fun football game. Sensible Soccer. But it was pretty shit, really. Like, say, access to one sport, that was it. Just one sport, nothing else. No kind of, like, you know, guidance to, like, you know, like, push you into a sport that you might enjoy or different sports. No. Do you like sport? Yes or no? If you do, football. If not, fuck off. That was pretty much it. Seriously, that was pretty much it. What do you want? What are you meowing about? So yeah, at least when I was at school, and the schools I went to, you never had really good sports education, really, or like a choice. But if you'd been born in America, it'd have been ice hockey and basketball. Definitely basketball and ice hockey. Probably in that order. Probably in that order. Did they make you do gymnastics a lot? Yeah. Shit like fucking, yeah, like fucking horse shit. Literally horse shit, you know, jump over the horse, whee! Jump off the springboard, whee! I'm learning so much. You know, it was crap. Lots of garbage bollocks and, you know, play football. Jump over a fucking horse, jump on a crash mat and stuff like that. That was about it. That was about it. It was pretty crap. Really, really nothing to it. Sorry, I'm just scrolling up. Somebody said something about... Somebody said something that I was going to comment on, and then I rambled off. I apologise. Where is it? Nice, Div Rank, nice. In West Yorkshire, born and raised on the computer is where he spent most of his days. Nice. +1, Prince of Bel-Air, dude. +1. Very good. Hey, no, dude, Hadouken, no, I wasn't an Amiga pirate. I just kind of, like, benefited from the access to Amiga pirates. I wasn't an Amiga pirate myself. I just massively benefited from, knowing them. Or my dad did, anyway. And then, obviously, yeah. I knew them via my dad, and my Amiga game problems were nothing. Nothing. Oh, what were your grades like at school, OTG? Very good. Very good. You would not expect so, would you? A lot of people are surprised. Let me go, that is one crude motherfucker. He swears like 4 times out of 5 words in the same sentence. That is one stupid, dumb motherfucker. Look how badly he's playing this game for his first time. That is a daft dude. That is a daft dude. But we like him, he's alright. He's alright, but he's daft. But he's alright. It's crude and daft, but he's alright. But we like him, he's alright. But no, my grades at school were incredible. Incredible. I was always either number 1 or number 2 for the year. In pretty much every subject that you could do. Every subject. Apart from maths. I was number 3 in maths. Because there was some fucking brainiac genius that knocked me out of a second slot for that. There was a guy that was just generally a little bit better than me. He always scored a bit higher on exams. But there was another guy who was just like some math genius. It was fucking insane, man. I think I've talked about this guy before. He had the worst English skills known to man. Like, seriously, his handwriting was like chicken scratch. And he could barely formulate a sentence, like a written sentence. It'd take him like an hour to read 1 page of a fucking book. But holy fuck, his maths were incredible. Like some kind of maths savant. It was insane. Insane. I was sitting next to him and like... It was just like, what the fuck, dude? How did you work that out so damn fast? I can't even work this out properly yet. And it's like, I don't know, I just do it. It's just, I don't know, it seems right easy. It was insane. Insane. I used to help him out with his English stuff, and he used to give me. I didn't even need pointers at maths, but he was so damn good. I used to take his fucking advice and help. Yeah, he'd help me out a bit with maths, and I'd help him out with the English. But he needed fucking help with English. I didn't really need help with the fucking maths. But he was a strange one, really. But yeah, my grades were impeccable. In high school, I was predicted to get A stars for my GCSEs across the board. Every single subject, A star. Probably would have come out like second for the year, maybe even first for the year in overall grades and stuff like that in the end. It'd probably been second. Because there were a couple other guys that were pretty good across the board. Not as good as me in this, but slightly better in that, or whatever like that. That's why I always said, like, it was always like first or second. There'd always be like one person that'd knock me down to a second. Apart from a couple of subjects where I'd be first and shit. And I was predicted A stars. Then shit went down. And I just didn't go to school very much for the last couple of years. Well, last year and a half of high school just didn't go very much. And that was the end of my good grades. As you can imagine, if you don't show up to school, you don't get very good grades at school. This is pretty much how it happens. Take your pills, OTG. Yeah, no, I'm going. What, how long with the stream then? 8 hours? Get out of town. Almost 8 hours. 7 hours and 46 minutes. Get the fuck out. But yeah, my grades were impeccable all the way through school. All the way up until I was 14. And then I just said, fuck you, school. I don't care. And stopped going. Little sod. Seriously. I mean, I'm a big sod now. But I was a little swine. Really was. And like I said, I just stopped. I don't advocate that, and I don't say that with any pride. Do not misconstrue what I've said there. I say that with no pride and no recommendation whatsoever. But that's how it was. Like I said, it's not like there isn't a defense on my part here. Like I say, my dad died when I was 14, and I stopped giving a fuck about anything. Because it didn't matter to me anymore. Honestly, I mean, I don't think like that fucking now, man. It's like ancient fucking history. But, like I said, at the time, he died, and I just went, you know fucking what? I just don't give a shit anymore. I just don't give a shit. Life has taken so much from me, I'm taking back. I'm fucking taking it back. I'm making an effort right now to take it and balance these fucking scales back in my way. So I just went, if it ain't fun to me, I ain't doing it. If it ain't fun, and if I don't want to do it, I ain't. And so I just went, you know what? Fuck it. I ain't going to school no more. They tried to get me to go, and I just wriggled my way out of it. This and that, and blah, 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 and just didn't go. My attendance rate for the last year, I remember, like, we all had to go in and get us, like, attendance fucking records and shit like that, whatever it was. And my attendance for the last year was something like 20% for the last year of school. And she said she actually doctored, I don't know why she fucking said this to me, she actually doctored that up. It wasn't that, it wasn't even 20%, it was much lower than 20%, so I reckon it was probably like 10%. Something like that at most. Something like that. I'm sorry about your dad and brother, OTG. Oh, like I say, cheers, dude, cheers. I mean, I don't bring it up for, like, any kind of, like, sadness or anything. I don't get fucking sad or note like that. It was just part of the story there, just part of the story. You know, I was saying, like, about the attendance at high school and shit like how I used to have good grades and then I stopped going and stuff like that. It makes me seem like a twat. It's like, you know, why the fuck did you drop out of school like that, you dumb shit? And, like I said, I don't say it with any recommendation or that, but like I said, in my defense, shit went down in my second to last year of high school. And, you know, you're only 14, you're a kid, you're not thinking straight. I wasn't even remotely thinking straight at the time. And like I said, I just developed this attitude of, you know, if I don't want to do it, and I don't want to go to school, and I just want to get fun, that's exactly what I'm going to do. If I don't want to do it, I ain't going to do it. If I just want to sit at home and play games and shit like that, that's what I'm gonna fucking do. And that's what I did. That's what I did. And like I say, I don't advocate that at all. Obviously, I don't advocate that, but that's is. Like I say, I didn't bring up any of that shit out of any fucking sadness or anything like that, or you know, whatever and stuff like that. It's like I said, it's ancient history, and that's not me being cold neither, because that shit haunted me for a long fucking time, a long time. I mean, but it's like, say, at a certain point, it's like the saying, time's a great healer. It really is. Like I said, I don't say, like, it's ancient history out of being cold. It's like, fucking hell, man. Like, I mean, literally, all of my family, except my mum, is dead. Like, all of them. All gone. It's just me and my mum. That's it. For, like, you know, like, blood family-wise and stuff like that. It's just me and my mum. And, like I say, I don't say any shit like that or being cold-hearted or anything like that. It fucking haunted me for a hell of a long time. The amount of shit that I had because of all that went down. It screwed up my fucking direction in life. It screwed me head up for a long fucking time. You know, it messed me up quite a lot for a long fucking time. But as like I was saying, time's a great fucking healer. You know, you get to a certain point and the wounds become scars. They heal, but they're not full. They never heal, but they become scars. But it doesn't hurt as such, you know. Like it's not like it's an open wound. It's like a scar. It goes like that. So you don't really get sad about shit like that no more. I can't say that I don't think about my fucking dad and my fucking family and shit quite often. Quite often. Quite often. But at the same time, like you can't have like baggage like that haunting you all the fucking time, you know? It gets to a certain point and you've got to go, you know, that's it. And just kind of like, you know, get rid. This turned really depressing. I know, I'm sorry. You know, like, I mean, that's why I was, like, saying, oh, I didn't go to school for the last couple of years and blah, blah, blah. And I was going to end it there. But I didn't want it to seem like, oh, well, you know, OTG skirting around his dad dying kind of thing and stuff like that. It's like, no, I'm not skirting around it. It didn't bother me to talk about that. I actually like talking about my fucking dad and my old family and stuff like that and stuff. It didn't bother me. I don't get sad, and I don't mind talking about them. But at the same time, I thought, well, I look a bit of a twat. Just, you know, some people that don't know the full story might look a bit of a twat that I just dropped out of school, like, dup. It's like, well, no, it wasn't quite like that, you know. The full story is. But at the same time, if I reel off the full story, then it might make some people sad. And it's like, I don't know, I can't really win there. It was one of those unwinnable situations where, like I say, you can either look like a twat, or you can say the full story, and then make a few people sad accidentally and stuff like that. And it's like, well, now you are a twat. So, I don't know which was better there. I don't know which was better. Like I said, I should know better than now to bring stuff up like that, you know. Nobody likes to hear, like, somebody's fucking family's all gone and stuff like that, or it reminds them of their stuff or whatever. Like, nobody likes that. You don't come watch me for stuff like that. You don't come watch me for stuff. Sorry, I won't mention stuff like that again. You don't come watch the streams for fucking downy shit. You don't come to streams for... That's why I don't go into politics for you no more. That's why I don't go into politics on streams or on Twitter or anymore. Because you don't swing by my fucking side of shit for downy politics shit, you know, the world's all this and fucking crap this and politicians fucking us over this way and stuff like that. You don't swing by for that crap. You wanna laugh? Me too. That's why I don't take politics seriously no more. Sounds like you're an emotional wall, Liam. Well, that's pretty much it. That's what happens. Like I said, time's a great fucking healer, and then you get to a certain point, and you just go, look, you just shouldn't get sad about this shit no more. I mean, it's not great, you know, but, you know, at the same time, like, you don't get sad about that kind of stuff no more, because it's just so long ago, and you've done so much more since then, and everything else, and like I say, I think hitting an emotional wall where you just kind of, like, get over it, it's like, it's all just good memories and stuff then. Good memories and good advice from people that you knew. You know, it's not a case of, like, where are they now and all that kind of shit. Somebody said something else there. What was the other thing? Somebody say something up here. Oh, OTG. Sorry, Princess... Was it Princess Dreamfall? was asking, like, where did me and Claire meet as well. Sorry, Princess. Where's your message? I saw somebody saying that, and I was just getting off the one topic and trying to get on to the next topic. It was Princess Dreamfall. How did you and Claire meet, as well as somebody else asked it up here as well? Who was it? It was Peacock as well. How did you and Claire meet? We met on the Shoutbox. We met on the Shoutbox, of all places. Long time ago as well, actually. It must have been like 5... Oh, actually, I've got Claire's... Let me just move that over here for a sec. Right, and get rid of that. Nope. Nice. Right, thanks Keep Us for putting that right there. You know, I'm glad that the fucking passwords are all fucking asterisks now. Thanks Keep Us, good shit. Keep Us always goes on my second monitor, and thanks for showing up right there, right over that. Oh well, it's alright. Fail. It's alright anyway, it's just, normal shit. That's a good program, by the way. I keep meaning to mention it to you guys, and I keep forgetting. Sorry, I'll get on to the Claire and Liam stuff in a sec, but it seems as though I just accidentally fucked up there trying to get the fucking... You see, I've got like a little reminders section in my key pass. I keep all kinds of shit in my key pass. It's actually really fucking massive, is mine. Proper recommended program, dudes, called KeyPass, or any program like it. Store all your passwords and usernames and the... It's fucking useful, man. I'd show you mine on screen right now, but I don't really want to show it for obvious reasons. I mean, all the passwords are blanked out and shit like that, but it's got like fucking usernames and shit like that, which doesn't really matter, but still. What was I going to say now, though? I've forgotten. Oh, yes, KeyPass. Yes, one thing at once, dude. One thing at once. Yeah, KeyPass, really recommended, dudes. I don't know how I got by without that program before KeyPass. If you've got a lot of sites like me, it's fucking useful, man. Seriously. Keep all your fucking usernames, passwords, and the actual, like, link to the website all fucking stored there, right? Great. It generates a unique password for every single site. So say your PayPal got compromised for whatever reason, your bank account's still fine. Your YouTube account's still fine. Your Twitter account's still fine. Do you know, everything's got a completely independent password that's almost impossible to fucking crack, really. Really, really good program. So fucking good. It's like I might have, say, like my bank details there. So I've got like a section just for like, you know, my bank details. I've got my username, my password, the actual URL. I can just double click the URL, go straight to the fucking thing. On top of that, you can have some notes for that as well. So I can have like, you know, PIN numbers in there and other bits and bobs and other bits of information, you know, like phone numbers or whatever and shit for the bank and shit. I've got a section that's just phone numbers. Just phone numbers in there. I've got like some records and all kinds of fucking shit. I've got I write down the times every month when I do the front line for the cats and everything. I've got like budgeting information in there. I've got fucking I've even got my fucking hat size in there. My ring size, my hat size, chest size, leg size, waist size. I use it as like, it's a reminder for everything. Not just usernames and passwords for sites and shit. Everything. It's a really fucking good program, dudes. Very recommended. Yeah, LastPass is another good one as well. I use KeyPass, but LastPass is meant to be good as well. Very recommended program, dudes. Very recommended program. Especially nowadays, having like one password for multiple sites, not recommended, dudes, not recommended. Having one password but with like different numbers or slightly variations, not great neither. Not great neither. And the old school password method of, you know, like random word plus number isn't actually very secure. Like, we always got taught in the early days of the internet to like do like as an example, like I'm trying to think of just like random words like Pikachu Cat 9. That's actually not very secure. Compared to just like 56QG4842991. That is way more secure. Way more secure. Like millions of, well, maybe not millions of times more secure, but pretty fucking Oh, what if you forget the password for KeyPass? Well, that's the one password you write down on a piece of paper and you store somewhere safe. You make it so it's 100% memorable, and you write it down somewhere as well. And that password probably has to go under a more memorable type of, you know, just make up something long and something easy remembered. And it's like, it's going to be pretty hard to crack, like, just use like 3 words